Hey there and welcome to Juicy Celeb Talks. Judge Greg Mathis and his wife Linda have recently found themselves in the spotlight, but not for the reasons many would expect. After nearly 40 years of marriage, their relationship seems to be crumbling, and the drama surrounding it is making headlines. What's most shocking about the situation is how fast things have shifted, especially considering the public image they've cultivated over the years. For decades, Judge Mathis and Linda were seen as the ideal couple. They stood by each other through thick and thin, becoming a power couple that fans looked up to. They were married for an impressive 39 years, which is almost unheard of in Hollywood. But now, the foundation of their marriage seems to be unraveling, and everyone is talking about what could have possibly gone wrong. Did Linda suddenly decide to go after Judge Mathis' money? Has she been planning this all along? The rumors are flying, and the situation is far from clear. It seems that behind the scenes, things were far from perfect. While Judge Mathis portrayed himself as a man who had everything figured out, the reality was much different. As he spent hours in the courtroom or working on various projects, his marriage was suffering. According to some sources, Mathis would work up to 80 hours a week, leaving little time for his wife. Being constantly on the move, whether for his show or other responsibilities, he inadvertently left Linda feeling abandoned. After years of putting up with this, Linda finally had enough. When Judge Mathis was recently asked about the situation, his response shed some light on what might have gone wrong. He admitted that he had neglected his wife and failed to make her a priority. He even acknowledged that his actions had caused Linda to question his loyalty, though he denied any infidelity. However, the lack of attention and presence in their marriage seemed to be enough to push Linda to her breaking point. In interviews, Judge Mathis has been open about his feelings, even going so far as to offer advice to other men. He stressed the importance of not neglecting one's spouse, no matter how busy life gets. But the irony is hard to miss. Here was a man giving advice that he himself had failed to follow. He talked about the consequences of neglect and how it breeds doubt and insecurity in a relationship. His words rang true, but for Linda, it was too little, too late. Linda's feelings of being overlooked didn't develop overnight. For years, she supported Mathis in his career, playing the role of the understanding wife. She stood by his side while he pursued his dreams, but it seems that all of that came at the cost of her own happiness. An insider revealed that Linda had been willing to work through the issues in their marriage for a long time. But when Judge Mathis failed to keep his promises to slow down and spend more time with her, she finally decided enough was enough. The fact that Linda has filed for divorce after 39 years of marriage is significant. In many people's eyes, a marriage of that length suggests deep commitment. So, for Linda to walk away now means she has reached a point where staying no longer feels like an option. She's made it clear that she's no longer willing to live in the shadow of her husband's career. Instead, she's reclaiming her life, and from what insiders are saying, she's thriving. Rumors have circulated that Linda's recent glow-up is the real deal. She's not just surviving without Judge Mathis, she's flourishing. After spending decades as the quiet wife, always supporting from the sidelines, Linda is now stepping into the spotlight in her own right. And while some have speculated that her newfound confidence is all for show, others believe this is the real Linda finally emerging after years of putting her own needs second. Of course, the question on everyone's mind is whether Linda is truly after Mathis' money. After nearly 4 decades together, is it fair to call her a gold digger? Some people, including Mathis himself, have made this accusation, especially given her request for spousal support in the divorce proceedings. But after so many years of being the one holding down the household, Linda's request doesn't seem unreasonable. She put her life on hold so that Mathis could chase his dreams. Now that she's ready to start living for herself, should she be labeled as greedy? Linda's demands go beyond just financial compensation. She's asking for her time back, for the life she sacrificed. It's not just about money, it's about reclaiming her autonomy and starting fresh. And she's doing it with grace and style, something that's caught the attention of many. But the drama doesn't stop there. People are questioning Judge Mathis' own behavior during this time. While he talks about fighting for his marriage, his actions seem to tell a different story. Just days after the divorce news broke, he was spotted at an airport, seemingly eager to escape the situation. Instead of staying to work things out, it appeared as though he couldn't wait to get away. And let's not forget about some of the rumors that have been circulating for a while now. Back in 2019, there were reports that Judge Mathis had been involved in a heated incident where he allegedly spit on a valet. While it's unclear if this event actually happened, it certainly paints a picture of someone whose public persona might not align with who they are behind closed doors. Additionally, there have been whispers that Judge Mathis might not have been entirely faithful to Linda, though he has denied these allegations. For years, Judge Mathis and Linda presented a united front, giving the impression that their marriage was solid. But now, as the truth starts to unravel, it's clear that things weren't as perfect as they seemed. It's a reminder that just because a couple looks happy on TV doesn't mean they are in real life. As more details emerge, the public is divided. Some are firmly on Linda's side, saying that she deserves to live her life after years of neglect. Others are defending Judge Mathis, suggesting that Linda is simply after his fortune. The situation has become a real-life soap opera, with fans picking sides and voicing their opinions on social media. At the end of the day, though, it's clear that this is a messy, complicated situation. After nearly 40 years together, it's hard to imagine that the love between Judge Mathis and Linda has completely disappeared. But sometimes, love isn't enough to save a marriage. Sometimes, one person's needs and desires change, and that's okay. What's important now is how they choose to move forward, both individually and as a family. What's next for Judge Mathis and Linda? Will they be able to reconcile, or is this truly the end of their marriage? Only time will tell. But one thing is for sure, this story is far from over, and as more details come to light, it's bound to keep everyone talking. Judge Greg Mathis' ongoing marital drama has left many fans shocked, especially given how they were seen as a stable Hollywood couple. For 39 years, they appeared to have a loving marriage, but things have taken a sharp turn. Linda, once the supportive wife standing in her husband's shadow, has now had enough. The strain of Mathis' relentless career, where he reportedly worked 70 to 80 hours a week, left Linda feeling abandoned. Though Mathis publicly claims to have tried balancing his work and marriage, his constant absences have clearly taken a toll on their relationship. Linda's decision to file for divorce, requesting spousal support, has led to some labeling her a gold digger. But after nearly 4 decades of marriage, where she was instrumental in holding down the household while Mathis pursued his professional dreams, is it fair to call her that? Mathis himself has admitted that he neglected his wife, acknowledging that her frustrations are justified. This once power couple has turned their seemingly perfect marriage into a very public unraveling, and it's anyone's guess whether Linda is seeking revenge or simply reclaiming her life. Fans are eagerly watching to see what happens next as the Mathis family drama continues to unfold.